of where I am now. So I am I am not a first timer in direct sales. I've been with a previous company prior to coming to Zyia for about 4 years. And so I've been in the direct sales industry for about 6-7 years. And at the time I had left my last direct sales company and kind of was looking for a change, so to speak, but I knew I also wanted to be home with my kids. So I kind of took a break from direct sales, and my upline, Kim Casey, approached me, or I approached her. Can't remember which way it went, but anyways, I'm like, I am totally into health and wellness. I love working out and fitness and eating healthy and all this. This would totally be great. I was an Athleta junkie through and through, and I'm sorry, some of you already heard this story, so this is probably repeat for some of you, but I had like 2 full drawers of Athleta stuff, and I actually never tried on a pair of Zyia leggings, nothing Zyia, and I'm like, yep, I'm in, got my starter kit, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I've been with Zyia for 18 months now, and I haven't touched my Athleta stuff. Actually, I just gave it to my sister-in-law because I felt bad just donating it to Goodwill. But honestly, I have not touched any other workout clothing besides Zyia in 18 months. So if that doesn't say anything about our quality and the, long-lasting products that we have, I don't know what does. I mean, I literally still have my first pair of Zyia leggings and they look brand new. So I know some of you, I'm sure, can attest to that, but those of you that are still, maybe not a rep and are just listening in tonight, that's how amazing our products are. So, and one of the reasons that I joined Zyia too is because, like I said, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but one thing I really crave is flexibility. I am totally not a 9-to-5, sit in a chair kind of girl. I like to be moving and grooving and getting out of the house and making my own schedule and doing whatever I want with the kids. So I knew that something like this would be totally up my alley. So I dove right in. And also being a stay-at-home mom, if any of you are in that same boat, let's be real, we kind of get sick of talking to little kids all day. So I was craving a sense of community with like-minded women that I knew would be there to inspire and encourage and uplift me on those crappy days when, you're at your wit's end and your patients are super, super thin. So I found that with Zyia, and I couldn't be more blessed. And the other thing too is I wanted to help our family financially. My husband has a great job. He actually works with Carrie, who's on this call here. They both work at the same company. But I wanted to be able to spend money when I wanted to spend money and not feel guilty about it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And it's taken off like wildfire. And like I said, I've been extremely, extremely blessed. So one thing I want to point out, though, is if you are considering this business, is really dig deep and think about why you would want to do Zyia. Because for me, I knew in my heart why I wanted to do Zyia. It was for a couple reasons. And when you establish your why, I feel like you can work your business, just more fruitfully, if you will, and feel like your whole heart is in it because you know exactly what you're working for. And maybe it's not money related, or maybe it's, hey, I want to pay for our rent or our mortgage, or maybe it's just $200 a month to pay for groceries, or whatever that looks like for you. Set that why, because I just feel like without that why, it's just really hard to know what you're working for. And I feel that sometimes that's how people fall off, because I'm not going to lie, direct sales is like a roller coaster. There's highs and there's lows, just like any other job out there. Same thing. And the other cool thing too is I really work this business part-time. Like, I don't have time to spend 8 hours a day at my computer or working from my cell phone. I mean, I literally work this business in the little pockets of time that I have throughout the day. So if that is what your lifestyle looks like, you're chasing kids around every day, this is possible. And when the kids go to bed at night, I maybe hop on for about an hour or so, and then that's it. Turn it off and I go to bed, and tomorrow's a new day. And I have nobody holding me to that deadline. Nicole, you have to get this done. It's my timeline. Okay. So let's talk about the compensation plan and parties, because I know there's probably some questions out there. how much money can you really make? What does that look like? Do I really have to leave my house for parties? Well, certainly not now, but when this is all over, I'm going to get that. I get that question quite a bit, actually. So for starters, let's talk about the compensation plan. The compensation plan, you as a rep would earn anywhere from 20 to 33% on your personal sales. Okay, that's pretty amazing. And as a brand new rep, you could earn in your very first month, without promoting, you could earn 28% on your personal sales. And how that works is you earn 20%, and then once you hit $1,000 in sales, it goes up an additional 8%. So I think that is amazing, and our comp plan is super, super generous. The other thing I wanted to mention is Zyia every month, mostly every month, gives out monthly bonuses. And ever since I started, I've received a bonus, which I thought this was like, oh my God, is this a dream? They just like tacked on another 5%, 10%. This last month, to help us all out, they tacked on an additional 10%. What company does that, right? I mean, I think that's just amazing. So we are super, super thankful. Zyia is a very generous company. They're very giving. And the other thing I wanted to mention too is Zyia is completely debt-free, and we are women-owned and operated. So being completely debt-free, especially in a time like this, like you guys, we literally have nothing to worry about. They are not going to close their doors tomorrow because they can't afford to run their business, and they're not going to let go of staff because they're not busy. Last month, Zyia had the most incredible month ever and the highest month in sales since they've been up and running 3 years. So if that doesn't say something about an amazing company, and athletic wear and athleisure wear are, that industry is completely booming right now. For those of you that don't know that, I mean, look at all of us. We're in our comfies, whether it's Zyia or not. I mean, we're working from home and nobody wants to be wearing dress pants and button downs or a dress, right? So we just want to be comfy, and what better way to do it than wearing Zyia? All right, let's see. The other thing Zyia offers is 2 paid trips, all expense paid trips a year. So you have the opportunity to earn a vacation for you and a friend, you and your husband, or whatever that may look like. So again, another perk. So we have the extra bonuses, we have the trips. What else do they do? Sometimes they'll have like little contests, or maybe your upline is running something special for their team. So you guys, the opportunities are really endless here. And going back to what it all entails to be a rep, or do I have to sell a certain amount every month? The answer is no. You have to sell $300 in a 6-month period. You guys, you could freaking do that yourself. It is so simple. Carrie, do you have a question? Okay. So it's super, super simple, you guys. Even if you're just ordering for yourself, in 6 months, I can guarantee you will spend $300 on yourself because you're going to fall in love. So the only other charge that Zyia has is a $15 website fee. And good news, you guys, newsflash, here it comes. If you sell $600 in a month, that $15 website fee is waived. And again, a super, super simple thing to do. You have one party, boom, you got it covered. Okay. Now let's talk about parties. We do online parties, which right now is probably what majority of us are doing. We do Facebook, Instagram, in-person parties. We can do pop-up parties at the gym. Kelly, is $200 before you earn commission? Correct. You have to sell $200 in a month before you can start earning commission. Great question. Oh, Jen Wyrick says, I sold off all of my Lululemon when I found Zyia. Yeah, girl. We know where it's at. Yeah, if you guys have a question, just post in the group chat and I'll be sure to respond to you. So, sorry, I was just reading those here. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can work this business. So if you are totally a person that like, nope, I'm never leaving my house, no way, totally strictly online, Facebook, that's totally me. I'm about 95% online. My family means way more to me than driving a half hour there and back and just packing all my stuff up. I mean, I have a huge amount of Zyia. So anyways, let's talk about the support and training, because I also get a lot of questions about that. Like, okay, who's going to help me? What am I going to have to like find out all these resources? Where do I find all these cool pictures, Nicole? What about all these marketing things? Do I have to come up with all that myself? Everyone's using Canva. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. Like, I feel super overwhelmed. Don't worry, girl. We got you covered. All right. So we have an amazing website. It's called Zyia Threads. And our organization together is called Zyia Revolution. So we have a Facebook page that's called Zyia Revolution. And within our whole entire organization, we have a website that's called Zyia Threads. And that website is going to give you the resources that you need to have a successful launch and moving forward from there. So it's step by step, all of your resources, they're downloadable, they're video tutorials, whatever you may need is going to be found right there. It's simple, step-by-step training. I've never once not found anything in there that I was looking for. And we also have a Facebook group too that is super helpful that you can just post your question in as well. So, okay, let's see. We talked about our team website. And the other thing too I want to mention is we have an amazing group of leaders here at Zyia Revolution, I'm going to call it, because our organization is, I mean, we're growing hugely. Kim Casey, who is my direct upline, and then there's Kelly Olin and a few others sprinkled in there. They just have put together so many amazing resources, and together with all of our experience, I bet we have probably 100 years of direct sales experience. So you're not just going to be joining with some Joe Schmo down the street that's never done direct sales before. So just know that you will be in good hands with whoever invited you to this call. Let's see, we also have a team Facebook chat. We have a team, just different team events that we do, group chats, things like that. So, and let's talk about the company and team culture. So Zyia itself is built around 4 pillars, and I'm sure many of you have heard this before, but our 4 pillars stand for light, community, activity, and uplift. And you guys, when I heard those 4 things, when I was contemplating joining Zyia, I'm like, yep, I'm sold. If I knew that I could live my life like that, around those 4 pillars, uplifting somebody, being that light in the community, and being active, and I wanted to promote that, I knew that was totally something I could get behind. So when you are looking at the Zyia business opportunity, ask yourself, can I align with those 4 pillars? Are those 4 pillars things that I can get behind and incorporate into my daily life, and also share with others those 4 pillars? I think that's super important. So I knew that I could totally get behind that, and here I am, guys. And we also have a culture where there is no negativity allowed. So we have a very uplifting, inspiring, and encouraging Facebook group, like I talked about, Zyia Revolution. And you guys, it is amazing. Just other like-minded women that just want to help each other out. And there's probably a few men in there too, so I don't want to leave them out, because men can join our company as well. But I just think it's totally amazing what we have created in the culture. The other cool thing is, I talked about Zyia being debt-free and that they're just super, super generous. Let's see. What other questions do I have, guys? Okay, answered that one. Okay, so what else do you guys want to know about the business opportunity? I'm an open book, so ask away, post your comments over here. I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I just kind of wanted to give you the basics, the overview kind of how Zyia works, what the comp plan looks like, why I joined, and just a sneak peek into the life of a Zyia rep. And you can unmute yourselves and ask too if you want. Don't be shy. No question's a dumb question. And the chances are somebody else probably has the same question. Nobody?
Any questions?
Well, I hope I was able to provide everybody with enough information so that you can make an educated decision whether Zyia is a good fit for you or not. And please reach out to whoever invited you to this call. Let them know if you have any additional questions, or if you're ready to rock and roll, they can get you all set up and send you the link to join. And we would be so happy if you would join our Zyia community. So one last thing I wanted to share with you too, to find your success, look for a company with products you believe in and are passionate about, values that align with yours, just like the Zyia 4 pillars, and a sales model that fits your lifestyle. If not now, when? Just something to ponder, you guys. Cheers.
Okay, before we go, can I add one more thing?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to add, like, I am sitting, I don't know if I want to flip my screen around if I can. I am sitting on my porch from a house that Zyia helped me buy. I've only been in this a year, and honestly, this is like, isn't this gorgeous?
Awesome.
Okay.
Where are you, Jen?
So
Where are you located?
After being in Zyia for just 1 year, I was actually able to, get enough extra cash this month to make it baby, to be able to afford extra things, to be able to finally get the house we dreamed of and have more time for this little thing. So it
Just
honestly,
put it on.
right, put it on. It has so much more potential than you can even think of. Most people get like upset about direct sales companies or whatever. They have like a stigma about them, and this has been so much more than I've ever expected it to be. I'm getting it on. I'm getting, put your phone down.
Do it.
So yeah, just wanted to share that real quick. I gotta get her shirt on. Hold on.
I have two different sets of questions, but I don't want to like kill everybody's time.
Go for it, girl.
So it's kind of like twofold. Like, one right now is a lot of people at my gym personally like have been laid off their jobs because they're servers, and so might not have the most expendable income right now. And how are people dealing with that in this type of situation? Like starting a new business, but people aren't really buying things.
Well, what I know from experience is that honestly, with this whole COVID thing and people losing their jobs, people are still buying. Like I said, last month, Zyia had its biggest month ever. And me personally, I had my biggest sales month ever last month, and proving to be very fruitful again this month. So I would say that I don't really feel that it is an issue. Can anybody else weigh in? Any other reps?
Am I muted?
No, you're good. You're good.
So I will tell you this. I was on my deathbed last month. Like, I am in my bed right now. This is my bed, right? I have not really left here often in the last probably 3-4 weeks. And last month, I sold over $5,000 in leggings, and I recruited 4 people to join my team. People are buying stuff. And if you want to keep that story in your head that they aren't, then you're only going to find people who aren't. But if you want to move forward and have a successful business, then you will find the people who are. So it's just about changing your mindset and getting out of your head. I killed it last month, and I'm so excited. I double promoted. I have, now even still working from bed, have had other people join, and it's fun, and people want comfy clothes to wear right now. Like, there are so many business people that don't own comfy clothes, or so many people that are like, have never worked out, and now all of a sudden they find that they have an hour in their day to do an at-home workout, and they want to have a yoga outfit. So you'll find those people. Don't worry about that.
Yep. Here's a comment from Callie. She said, I just started having my first party and already at $700. Lots of the people who ordered have been laid off. Awesome job, Callie. Way to rock it, girl. So Lauren, in short, to answer your question, I really don't think that people being laid off is going to be an issue.
And I guess my second one, it's like a little embarrassing, but I'll just throw it out here. So this would be like my 4th direct sales try, but this one is finally like, I live in workout clothes anyway, so it kind of makes sense. And as Robin is like, how have you not done this already? It's so perfect for you. That I guess I'm just like scared, like, oh, here's Lauren with another, you know, like trying to make money type of thing. So how would you suggest like trying to get over that hump as well?
Robin, did you want to answer that?
I already know what Robin's going to say, so I'm curious for like other people.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I would say that it has to be something that you're passionate about. And like you said, it sounds like this is a good fit for you because you do live in workout clothes. And I was just talking to somebody else about this the other day about, oh my gosh, here's a girl. She's, you know, this is her 4th direct sales company. Let them, haters are going to hate, and you just need to move on. Don't let them stand in your way, girl. You got this. And we are going to be supporting you through and through. We have a great support system and all the resources and tools that you could need. It's just a matter of how you put them to work, because we can't do the work for you. So you have to want it bad enough to do the work as well, because your goals are not our goals and vice versa.
Hey, Lauren, I'm Kelly. I actually work with Robin directly, and I just wanted to give you my feedback on that. This is my 3rd direct selling company. I know this is Nicole's 2nd, Robin's 3rd, maybe 4th, I'm not sure. So what's great is you're going to come in with a whole set of skills and lessons learned from your past experiences too. You are going to hit the ground running. This ain't your first rodeo. And so, you know, whatever everybody else thinks, who cares? But when I came to this company, I was actually nervous as well for something similar like that. And what I found were people surprised me and they were like, wow, Kelly, you're just so ambitious. You just always go after it. Like they had that view of me when I was worried they were going to be like, oh, what's she selling next? And instead their perception of me was like, you're so entrepreneurial. You're always finding the next cool thing to share with us. Like have that mentality, because that's really probably what people are thinking about you more in a positive light, when we're always kind of more, we tend to go negative, but really people could be thinking about you in more of that positive light too. So, and I will say you're going to hit the ground running here faster than you did in your previous companies. And you're going to just have a lesson learning curve and just an upward trajectory. And when people see that, they're going to want to follow you. So I think it's a great thing.
So
Yeah,
I want to say one more thing about that, Kelly and Lauren, because I'll tell you, Lauren, I have never, ever been part of a team or an organization like this ever. And this is my, I think, 4th social selling company. So whatever, if people hate me, I don't care because I love myself. So, but I will tell you, Kelly is so awesome. And we have teamed up in a way that I've never teamed up with an upline leader. She fills in the gaps that I don't have as a leader. Like I'm really good at finding people who will be a good fit for a business. And she's really, really good at helping people get started in the right way and get motivated to get past their fears. And we've been teaming up in a big way to help my new people start strong. So I have no doubt that once you buy that kit, you're going to rock this, and everyone else will too, because I've never been a part of an organization that has been so utterly amazing, working together like clockwork. And I mean, it's just like all the gears are in place. Like every single cog is where it needs to be. And there's a space for so many more cogs, including you, Lauren.
Right. And I just want to add too that, when you're sharing Zyia, like you're sharing it because you love it, right? You're sharing it because it's amazing. And, people are attracted to you being passionate about it and you being excited about it. And it's no different than like finding a new toothpaste brand that you love, right? Like you're going to share what you love because you love it. And people, like she said, are going to hate or they're not. What? Every time I talk, she does this every single time. Mommy!
All right, I'll throw one out there. I'm kind of curious. This would be my first rodeo. I'm kind of curious about the most successful way that you guys have found to build your client base.
I'm sorry, what was the question? I couldn't hear you, Carrie.
Sorry, hang on. Let me plug in my stuff.
Okay. Your work tools.
All right, I'm really not a telemarketer.
Okay, that's better.
All right, so I'm kind of curious, like this would be basically my first rodeo in direct sales. I have a fantastic full-time job that I love, but I also love Zyia Activewear. So I'm kind of curious about the most successful way to build your client base.
Kelly Olin, could you answer that?
I was just going to say, Nicole, do you need a little break? I'll jump right in. All right. Hi, Carrie. So I've worked in corporate America too. Do you work in sales or what do you do?
I work in the engineering field.
Okay. So
improvement. I'm all about efficiencies.
Love it. Okay.
Benefit for my effort.
You and I can get along. My undergrad's in supply chain management. So I'm like, boom, boom, boom. So what I love about the system then of the way that this business is built and the strategy is we have a built-in customer acquisition strategy with our party plan. So what that means is our company incentivizes a hostess to refer her customer or her friends to us. So when customers show up at our Facebook parties, which is basically how we build our business today in today's world, right? We work from behind our computers. We host a Facebook party. We have a hostess who already loves the product because they were previously a customer of ours and they want free stuff. They endorse the product to their friends and family. And I mean, for us, we don't have to do much selling at that point because that hostess has already endorsed the product to us. So that's really our customer acquisition strategy. And then at every event like that, we get 10, 15, maybe new customers. Those go into our, customer retention programs that will work. We have VIP Facebook groups for the most part, and that's how we engage our customers on an ongoing basis. But then we always meet new people at those parties that then want to also host and get free stuff and share with their friends, because kind of like when you see a movie that you love, you can't wait to share it with your friends as well. So it kind of then just continues to cycle from there. And so at every event, you meet one or two new people that also want to host or maybe even become a business partner, and it just grows from there. So contrary to popular belief, in direct sales, people that are pushy, people that are constantly asking their friends and families for favors, truly they're just not working the business in the right way. If you start this business with, your friends and family sharing something that you love, that should be kind of almost the one and only time that you need to really tap into that market. And after that, you're meeting friends of friends of friends of friends through that party platform. And you're never having to be pushy or ask for favors or anything like that. So that's kind of how we go about building our business.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have about 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Anybody else have a question? Okay, we answered all the questions that were in the queue. Otherwise, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. And again, get with whoever invited you to join this call tonight. And if they can answer any other questions, or if you're ready to sign up, go for it, girl. We're all cheering you on. Thanks for joining, you guys. Cheers. Good night.
Thanks, Nicole. Bye, guys.